Okay, there's the sign. There's me. I'm coming. Just bring it back a little bit so you can see this. You know, I'm doing these videos on my phone. I think this is very incredible because you know what I find incredible about it? It means that anybody can do anything if they want to do it badly enough. It doesn't matter. You know what? You guys, some of you guys know I wrote a book. If you wait until something's perfect, if you wait until you have the money to get a video camera, then it'll never happen. Woo! Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on whatever time you're watching this. That's the way I start my videos, right? Anyhow, it is 11:03, but I bet you that clock is wrong. Half the clocks in the schools are wrong. I just did make a whole video, and I had some trouble with my phone. Anyway, that's not the problem. I don't want to talk about that. What I really need to do is I need to get to the point. Miss Winton's new audio-visual alternative school for people who can't read. I got so many kids pumped up about this because there's lots of kids that are really super smart and they can't read. That's why they become an actress. They can still do shit and still make money. Okay, where are we? Okay, so now we're going to go. The model of the school is that you study a topic for a year. So I'm going to give you a little example right now of how I can learn absolutely everything if I study medicine. I wanted to be a doctor. They told me I wasn't smart enough. Bastards. Who can I sue? Can I sue someone? I should actually sue the government. I should sue the education board. Actually, I should become a doctor now. I was thinking, you know, when you're 60, it's going to take me so long to be 60 though. Actually, I could probably just put out flyers. I could put out a pledge and people could pay for my education so that I could become a psychiatrist. And then I can become a psychiatrist no matter what age it is. Then I can say, look you motherfuckers, I'm smart enough that I could actually become a doctor. But they said I wasn't smart enough. So, and then we could sue them and we could create a class action suit against the government and the education system saying, you should not be destroying children's potentials. They did that to me. They did that to me. And I'm sure they've done it to lots of you people too. I know they actually did that to my daughter. They said, my daughter wanted to be a veterinarian and they said, oh, you're not smart enough. They said, oh, unless she's like the top of her class in kindergarten, she's never going to make it to be a vet. Well, you know what? That was very discouraging. And of course, like, who did I just read? Because I'm doing one on ADHD. I'm going to do that for you this week, maybe today. How people have been brought down, and some of the most powerful people were told when they were in high school, oh, because teachers always get really mad. And you know what? I get mad, but I don't really get mad because I just like breathe it through. And I know that they're not really bad. They're not being assholes to me. They're just being normal. Then the teacher goes and says, oh, all you're going to be is like, we can't say janitor because we know janitors make 80 grand a year, so that's like not even a bad job anymore. You're not going to be anything. You're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. I mean, I have said that about some of my students. I really, I feel bad that I actually said that, but some of them are so bad, and they're so rude and insolent, and, oh, I was never that bad. I was bad. I was really bad. I was a class clown. You guys know that, right? Because that was my way of dealing with stuff, because I couldn't even sit still, and I couldn't read, and I couldn't do this work, and I thought, this is bullshit, so what am I going to do? Be the class clown. I'm the teacher clown now. I can be the principal clown, Minister of Education clown, and superintendent of clown. I can be the clown. Anyway, we could have clown school. Some students, I'm so hot, it's raining out, some students, I already said that, sorry. Okay, I know I should have notes, but if I have notes, I'm going to have notes. I'm going to have notes, I promise you. But I like not having notes, because if I don't have notes, then it's just my brain on fire. And that's the way I work. Once I start, this is the way my brain works. And I have to understand, branchers, I'm a brancher, and my brain goes like this. Keeps branching and branching and branching. I'm going to be talking about this now, and then I'm talking about this later, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And all of a sudden you ask me about this, and something stupid comes out of my mouth. Why? Because I'm way up here thinking about this, or over here thinking about this, and not even thinking about it. But even though I'm talking to you, I'm not really thinking about it. And this is what is probably happening while I'm doing this. Anyway, this is ADD brain for you. Okay? And that's it. That's it. So anyway, next time you meet someone who's like, ooh, you can realize, yay, ADD. Anyhow, okay, so, medicine. I'm going to start studying medicine from the time I'm 6. Oh, that would have been so beautiful. I'd be so happy if that could have happened to me. 6. And right at 6, we're going to start dissecting animals. dissecting, because kids love cutting up shit, right? Dissecting things, pulling off the legs. Remember, like flies? Let's pull these flies legs off and see if the fly can fly. Kids do stuff like that, right? So we start them right off on dissection. Then we go from the gutsy and the real, and then and then the next thing we start analyzing everybody they know. Let's look at my grandmother, why she's the way she is. What are the influences that made her that way? How about my mom? How about my sister? How about this guy on the bus? How about these people on the street? How about my neighbor who's so whack? And then we ask some questions, and then like little 6-year-olds are starting surveys on personality types and why people are the way they are. What were their influences? They make a little survey thing. Now they start finding, now their brain is going, woo, this is so exciting. Now I'm finding out why messed up my mom is, or my dad, or my grandpa, or my friend, or that person I know, or my teacher, whatever. Or I'm finding out why, how come they're so great? Look at the influences that they have had to make them really happy, really successful. Then we getting into biology. Take them onto YouTube. I've already been showing students, man, respiration, everything. Respiration, digestion, meiosis, mitosis, teletroms, DNA, splitting, blah, 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 on and on and on and on, endless, because I always do animation. That's why I told the kids today. I said, go onto YouTube, look up your YouTube videos, and always use the word animation, because then it comes to you right as a cartoon. Do their stuff. So amazing. Somewhere from MIT, Harvard, Yale, all the big universities, right? So, now, we start them on the gutsy stuff, give them some real heavy stuff so that they can actually get excited. I want to get excited. I'm getting so excited, man, just finding out why people act the way they do. We could actually make them doctors and psychologists and chemists, and they can start making medicine. So what we do is then we start looking at anthropology, and we start looking at geography. Most kids hate geography. I learned nothing in geography. I swear to God. I didn't even know where the Middle East was. I might have told you one of my other videos, but it's true. I didn't, because I was one of those students who couldn't learn the map of Canada. So we start looking at the different world, all the different countries. Go back to Pantasia and Africa, and then we look at what were the medicines they used and what did they eat and what are the sickness. And then we look at their remains, and we notice they all have their teeth. We notice that they lived a long time. And we notice all sorts of things about them. And then we can work our way up through time, chronologically, as we get a little bit younger. And then we will see things starting to fall back, things starting to deteriorate. Okay? But if you can learn geography by looking at every single different demographic all over the world, and what are the medicines they use, and what is the diet they eat, and what do they live on, and what is the lifestyle. In Mexico, the Mexicans are good because they always have a siesta. And in a lot of the hot countries, having a little nap in the afternoon, I have to nap almost every day. I don't care, I'm going to go have a nap in the teacher's lounge, because I need a nap, even like 15 minutes, okay? Some people say, oh, you can't be napping, because napping's not good, because it makes you look like you're tired, like you've been up all night. Well, I have, because I stay up night, because I like to stay up night. Or what I actually do is I go to bed early, and then I get up late. If I have work to do, I need to do it in the middle of the night, because that's when I can focus best. So, we got to stop taking we got to take some of these rules away from people and all these judgments. Just because you're having a nap in the afternoon means you're like some kind of crazy person staying up late. No, even when I don't stay up late, I like to have a nap in the afternoon. Okay? My husband used to come home from work and have a nap. Just have like a half an hour siesta. Things like that are good. And then we look at those cultures. Now, what are they drinking? I just saw a student assignment, and they had a packed thing like this. They had the big gulp. And it showed how many cups of sugar. It's like half a freaking thing of sugar. So, look at diet, look at cultures, look at different demographics, and then all of a sudden now you know where Asia is, you know where India is, you know where Istanbul is, you know where Guatemala is, the French Riviera, the places I never knew where any was. And now you look at the cultures and what they studied and what made them healthy. Then we start getting into chemistry, and then we start breaking down drugs, and we start looking at them. We look at them in the chemical component. I have a big dictionary of chemistry. I'm trying to figure it out, but man, I just need to go to YouTube because I can't figure it out because it's all these like equations, man. It's like so hard. Anyway, there is an easier way to figure out the chemical compositions of drugs, and then we start to compare them and then send them out in the field, and let's look at where's the same kind of chemical compositions, because that's basically the way it works. So they think they're all so friggin' smart discovering all these drugs, when really they just find similarities out in nature, or they emulate them, and whatever they do. I don't really know a lot about it, because that's not my gig. But, so, we got history, geography, math, of course, because math goes in with chemistry. Then they can do cooking and stuff, and they can make stuff. Just like those new young kids that are doing engineering. blow you away. I don't want to take too long. I want to make this 10 minutes because my last one I was 15 minutes and you only allowed 15 minutes. It was 17. You only allowed 15 minutes on YouTube. But anyways, 15 minutes might be too long. You just might not be able to handle it. Because I cannot even handle it. Yummy burger. They show how to make a yummy burger. I just looked at the kids' notes. This is what the kids are learning. How to take a burger and make it look like a picture burger. And what to do. And they spray paint it, they put glue on it, they put sticks in it, they put a little piece of paper underneath. They only hardly cook it. They take a heart skewer and they put it in the fire and then they sear it on top to make it look like it's been seared. Tricks. Actually, those are good practical things to learn, and those are some of the things. I'm in college English class right now, and that's what the kids are learning. I mean, you know what? We just really need to find ways to engage the kids so that they can actually want to learn, because as long as we're like telling them, who cares about a symbol? What's happening in this symbol that's going to make me excited? Like maybe there's something in there. What was the economy, right? And of course, always in medicine, we look at the economy. How is the economy influenced? We know in North America, for instance, that the medical industry has helped the economy a lot because people have to give their money because as I said, I guess in my other video, I don't know if I said. I hope I'm not being redundant. They have transplants now in the United States where you can get a heart transplant for over $1 million, full intestines for about $800,000, and they have a price list. So the price list is good. I'm going to talk about that more, but I got to make sure that I didn't already talk about it. I should actually, you know what? I'm going to start making a list of each of the things that I made and what are the points that I made, and then those points I make sure that I don't make the same points again. Here is something I want to show you. A lot of cultures do this. I'm healthy because I eat poison. I eat poison every day. I eat poison that comes in my seeds. Now, we all know that the pith of a grapefruit has it's an anti-carcinogen. So if you eat the pith, it's good. So I just got these lychees the other day, and I noticed they're so fresh that when you peel them, they're leaving a pith. This pith is so bitter. I know it's got poison in it. Well, you know that arsenic comes from apple seeds. So whenever I eat my apple, I eat the whole apple and I chew the seeds. And that little tiny bit of poison goes into my system and attacks all of the germs and stuff in my body. So that makes me healthy. So there is a lychee with the pith still on. Ooh, look at how juicy it is. And there's the lychee without the pith, which I'm going to eat the pith later. And there is the lychee I'm going to open it up, and I'm not going to eat it while I'm talking because that's rude. And there's the little seed. Cute. And now I'm going to have a bite of that seed. Oh, I've been eating papaya seeds. I'm sure there's lots of good stuff in seeds. And you know what? I'm just going to keep eating them. And if I get sick, oh my god. Oh my god. It's like licking something so bitter. Oh my god, my mouth feels like it's going, I can't even eat that. I need a drink. Excuse me. That's what we should be doing. We should be eating seeds, because I know seeds are good. Excuse me. I already wiped the table up before I did this, so it'll be okay. Article 1, supposed to, and I'll eat it later, because it's so good. I'm going to go go into some kind of serious pleasure state when I'm eating that, so I can't do that. Do I have stuff on my teeth? Oh my god. Oh. Okay, so anyway, that's it. That's how we do it. We study a topic for our whole life until we get tired of it, and we cover every single aspect of every single subject, and the kids make videos. Excuse me. Or documentaries. Okay? So that's easy. That's what we're going to do. So I'm cutting this short now because I don't want to make sure that it goes over 15 minutes, and I can't actually remember the time I started. I think it's at 12. Good night. God bless you. Love, learning, wisdom, and greatness. All from